Hello, everyone. This is Miss Moore, the 11th grade school counselor, and today during Wayway, we will discuss the SAT. The purpose of the SAT is to measure a high school student's readiness for college. It provides colleges with one common data point that can be used to compare all applicants. It is also a graduation requirement in the state of Indiana. Let's break down the SAT. Students will take the SAT during the school day. The test will be administered by the WCHS staff. You will take the SAT on March 1st, 2023. The test will last approximately 3 hours and it will consist of a reading, writing, and math portion. It is important to know that you are only scored on questions answered correctly. There is no penalty for guessing. The test will be scored on a range from 400 to 1600, with all sections ranging from 200 to 800. Scores will be entered on College Board within 4 to 6 weeks, meaning you could see your score as early as April or as late as May. The reading and writing portion of the SAT is made up of all multiple choice questions based on passages. There may be informational graphs such as tables, graphs, and charts that accompany some of these passages. For the math portion, most math questions are multiple choice. However, some questions require you to provide the answer. The math portion is divided into two portions, calculator and no calculator. The math portion will focus in depth on the three areas of math that play the biggest role in a wide range of college majors and careers: algebra, problem solving and data analysis, and advanced math, questions that require the multiplication of complex equations. So let's look at the score structure. So the score will be based on the range of 400 to 1600. So you can earn a score anywhere between those numbers. As I stated before, the reading and writing and math portion will be all scored on a 200 to 800 point system. So when you receive your score report, either at the beginning of April or near May, it will consist of score ranges, the average score, college and career readiness benchmarks, and percentile ranks. So in this next slide, we will take a better look at what that will look like. So when your scores are entered onto College Board and you sign in, you will receive an SAT score report. On this SAT score report, you will be able to find your total score with a score that ranges from 400 to 1600. You will be able to see your section scores. The section scores for evidence-based reading and writing and for math each range from 200 to 8. And so basically, they will convert your raw score to adjust for slight differences in difficulty between versions of the test, making sure there's no advantage in taking the test on any particular day. This section will also allow you to see how you did on each section. So you may notice that you hit the benchmark or that you didn't. And so if you do plan to turn in your test scores when applying to college, if you want to like stand out or earn different scholarships, if you did poorly in a section, you could utilize this report to determine what you need to study and what you need to do better on next time. So, what are the benchmarks? So, the benchmark icon is another way to get perspective. A check mark shows you the score at or above the benchmark, whereas an exclamation point shows you scored below the benchmark. If you look at the image, you will see that there is a circle with a green check mark and a circle that with a yellow exclamation point. This is where you will see if you were on track or if there's just some room for growth. The next portion is test scores. So this is the area that is scored on a range from 10 to 40. The math test score is reported to the nearest half point, meaning that this is also another way for you to determine how well you did on your test, what you could do better on, and basically just shows you if you are on track. Another great thing that you will be able to see is that you will be able to see an average of how you did. If you look at your total scores underneath it, you will be able to see what your percentile was in. So if you were in the 50th percentile, this will basically just show you how you are performing compared to your other counterparts. So Let's now discuss why the SAT is important. So, for starters, it opens doors. Some four-year colleges require you to submit an admissions test score as part of your application. The SAT is accepted by almost all US colleges. Two, it helps guide your choices. Many colleges publicize the average SAT score of their admitted students. This allows you to see how your score compares with those of students at the college you're considering. It allows you to consider other colleges that have similar test score distributions. Remember, though, that an average test score is just that, an average. Don't be afraid to apply to a college that seems right for you, even if the average score is higher or lower than yours. Three, it helps you qualify for scholarships. Some colleges and educational organizations award scholarship money to students based on SAT scores. Four, it helps colleges find you. By opting into the Student Search Service when you register for the SAT, you can receive free information from colleges and scholarship programs. This can help you discover a good match. And lastly, it focuses on the skills needed for college. The SAT is all about the skills and knowledge needed to be successful in college. By studying for the SAT, and you are just sharpening important skills at the heart of the education. So at this point, it is important for you guys to know that the SAT is a requirement for graduation. All students are required to be here, or let me repeat that. All juniors are required to be here on March 1st to take the SAT. So please make sure that you guys arrive on time, early, that you get a good night's sleep, and that you guys are taking it seriously, as this could be a major factor for many of you who plan to attend college in the future.